Okay, so I will demo to you the use of master pages, how you can use these, adding page numbers to a document automatically, but still controlled so you can make it look like the way you want to. Not like in Word that it looks something that you do not know of, or it does something you don't want it to do. And then we're going to look at the grid, what kind of grids in InDesign are there, and the guides, and the baseline grid and what it is and how to use it. So I start up with a document, an A4 facing pages. With I don't know, 20 pages. Yeah, you have to create 20 pages later today, so I'll also will start with 20 pages. I'm going to use 3 columns, a gutter of 5, have a bleed of 5, and let's see, that's it. Ready to go. There he is, my front page, and if I scroll down, there's my facing page, and so on. I got a lot of pages now, as you can see. Okay, so I will work on my first page here. Let's start up with, just for the argue of it, some text in there. Where is it? Type. Fill with placeholder text. And I'm going to make a new box. And I'm going to link those 2 boxes and putting more type in there. There we are. All right. So these are now linked, those 2 boxes. The grid. It's not visible now. I have helping lines, right? I got my column lines, which I can use to put everything nicely in there. This is already a grid, but I can use the grid in different ways. But I will start with the, that's handier, with the master pages. Every page in here, you can put everything in there, right? It doesn't change anything on the other pages. But it's handy to, for example, put in page numbers all at the same time in all the pages or in certain pages. If I look at my pages window here, I'll just drag it out so it stays open. I got all my pages here. And you can see at page 2 here, there's a text which I just put in. You also see here that it says an A to every page here. That's because every page here has an A master applied to it. That's the A master that's here on top. This one. It has it applied here. There's also a none here. Those are my masters, and I can drag them actually onto a page. So if I drag this one on, it's on. The A has disappeared here. But what is a master? Well, a master is a master, called a master, because, you know, everything you put in a master will be on the other pages as well. So if I double click on my A master here on this page, it opens up a blank page. And if I put something in here, it will appear on every page that has the A master applied to it. So I'm going to put here in the bottom of my page a text with page, and then I want the actual page number in there. InDesign can do that for you by going to type, and there are special characters, there are symbols, but we want a marker, and that's the current page number. You can also put in the next page number, previous number, section marker, and so on. We want the current page number. So it gives me an A, and I'm going to say, what was it? September issue 2015. Selected, and oh, sorry. And that's it. So this is in my master. So if I go out of my master onto page 1, it's not there. Why isn't it not there? Anyone? I guess?
You didn't apply the master to it?
There's an A to it, right?
Oh.
But I put it here in my master.
The left side.
On the left side, exactly. There. On that side. See that? So it doesn't appear on this first page. But if I scroll down, there it is. It's page 2, September issue 2015. And I can't click and edit it. It's fixed in there. Because everything you put in the master, I can edit in the master, but I can't edit in the other pages. Right? So that's pretty handy. So if I scroll down, page 4, page 6, and so on and so on and so on. So, okay, that's nice to have an A master and have my page numbers in there. So what else can I do with my masters? Well, if I want a line in there, sorry, if you put any drawing in there, it will appear there as well. So let's say we want to have a line overall the magazine. There, it's on it. Let's see, where's my stroke? There it is. And this will now, or it should appear on every page. There it is. On all of them. See that? This is my A master. Now, I can of course create another master. And I can apply them to certain pages. So let's see. Make it a bit bigger. I created a B master, and it's not applied anywhere. But I can create other styles or other things in there, and then apply that to other sections of the magazine. So if you got certain sections of the magazine that should look like this, like if, for example, if there's an advertisement which you don't want to have page numbers on, then you can create a master that's called advertising, and you can apply that master to those pages, for example, right? So in that way, you can very easily create page numbers and everything that needs to come back on all those pages very rapidly and easily, right? What else can you do with the masters? Well, it's also very easy to extend this grid. If you know, for example, that every title that you want to put in should be at the same level somewhere, I'm going to drag in a title. Hello. There it is. Just leave it like this. All right. And here I also want an image later. There. So there. And I also want an image here. There. Text should go around it. So I go to Window, Text Wrap, and I wrap it around that one. There. And let's create another text box for the missing text, because I wanted the full article to be in here. There it is. And I will get another image later down here. There. But that's for later. Okay. So I got images, text in there, my hello. There. But if I want these images or these texts to appear at the same level, the same height at other pages as well, I can of course measure that out and say, okay, this one starts here, xi, I know exactly the weight and the height, where it should start and end. But I also can go to my A master and drag out a guide to help me. Out of the rulers on top, you can, and at the side, you can drag out, click and drag, extra rulers to put in. So I'll put one up here, 45 millimeters. And if I go into my page here, you see that the line is there. And also here at the next one. So it can guide you with placing your elements. That's a very handy thing to have because then you can put them at exactly the same spot everywhere, right? That's the idea. So that's with the masters and the guides. Now, if you look at the text here, what I created, how is this with readability? And of course I'm missing subheads and everything. Sorry?
There's a lot of jumping around from where you end and then you have to go all the way up
Mm-hmm.
to the header and then.
Yeah, it's not very logical, right, to set it up like this. No. There's one other thing that I want to point out, which is important for the readability.
Divisions.
Sorry?
Divisions.
Divisions, yeah, they shouldn't be in there as well. But this one, if I drag out a line here, let's see if the first column here, it starts there, my text. You see that? And then if I go to the second column, there's nothing there. And there it's a bit on the same line again, right? That's something which is very annoying when reading. It really is not helping the reader to read. Something that InDesign can fix for you. If you right-click on any page, you will see grids and guides. And there are a lot of guides that can help you and grids. But this one is pretty important. That's the baseline grid. The baseline grid, if you show it, is a grid that's everywhere. And it's just lines and lines and lines. And it can help you put the text on every line. So if I have a text box and you go to your paragraph styles of that text box, let's see if I select the whole text here. Here at the bottom of the paragraph tab, it's now set do not align to baseline grid. And if you do align it to the baseline grid, it skips to all these lines of the baseline grid. But you see a problem now that my line height is too small for the font that I'm using. So or I should increase the height of my grid, or I should decrease the size of my font. So let's look what happens if I decrease the size of my font. You will see that it appears on every line. You see that? And it just continues here. It just continues here on this line until that line. You also see that of course this with 10 points, it's pretty small but doable. My text is suddenly much smaller, right? And it just keeps on going here in the same line. So you can rearrange then your page with the images you have and maybe make them bigger to get a good layout, right? Well, that's something you guys should try out and do. Did I forget anything else? Baseline grid, the guides, the rulers, the page numbers, yeah. So that's something you should really try out for yourself with a nice exercise I have for you.